Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered why some women seem to radiate beauty effortlessly, as if the world just bends to their presence? Imagine if I told you it's not genetics, it's not luck, it's not expensive creams or hours in front of a mirror. There's a hidden rhythm, a set of daily habits that turns ordinary routines into unstoppable beauty. What if the secret to being irresistibly magnetic, confident, and luminous was hiding in the smallest choices you make every single day? Would you want to know it? The truth is, beauty isn't just skin deep. It starts in the mind, it thrives in your energy, and it blossoms in the life you lead. Women who are truly beautiful, those who turn heads, inspire respect, and leave an imprint wherever they go, they understand one principle above all: beauty is a reflection of how they live, not just how they look. And the fascinating part, these habits are shockingly simple, yet incredibly overlooked. Think about it. Every morning, every conversation, every decision is a chance to either add to your brilliance or diminish it. And most women unknowingly sabotage themselves by ignoring this. They chase external validation, rely on fleeting trends, and measure beauty by what mirrors and social media tell them. But the unstoppable women, they break the cycle. They build beauty from the inside out with daily practices that feed their mind, body, and soul. And here's the kicker: once you start these, the transformation is almost immediate. People notice, energy shifts, confidence blooms. And suddenly, what once felt impossible feels natural. Let me give you a taste. It begins with attention to your mind. Every thought you entertain, every story you tell yourself is a brushstroke on the canvas of your presence. When a woman aligns her mindset, she radiates calm strength, effortless charm, and authenticity. Then her body, the vessel of her presence, becomes a temple of self-respect, nourishment, and vitality. And finally, her daily rituals, small, intentional acts, become invisible signals of poise, grace, and magnetism. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore 7 specific daily habits that do this. Habits that anyone can adopt, that transform ordinary routines into extraordinary results, and that make women unstoppable in their beauty, confidence, and impact. By the end, you won't just understand these habits, you'll feel inspired to live them. You'll see yourself differently, and you'll begin to realize that beauty isn't a static goal. It's a daily choice, a practice, a lifestyle. So, are you ready to discover the first habit that changes everything? To step into the kind of beauty that commands attention, respect, and admiration every single day? Because what you're about to hear isn't theory. It's a blueprint for living beautifully, powerfully, and unstoppable. The first habit that separates women who glow from those who just exist is shockingly simple. They protect their morning energy like it's sacred. Most people wake up and immediately surrender themselves to chaos, emails, notifications, social media, the demands of everyone else's life. But unstoppable women know this: how your day begins determines how your entire day unfolds. If you start scattered, drained, or reactive, no beauty routine, no outfit, no lipstick will ever make up for the energy you've already lost. Picture this: you wake up, and the first 10 minutes are spent scrolling through a feed filled with comparison, envy, and noise. Your mind is hijacked before you even pour your first cup of coffee. Your energy, your confidence, your natural radiance, they're siphoned away before you've truly even started. And most women think this is normal. But it isn't. This is where transformation begins. The moment you reclaim your mornings, you reclaim yourself. Unstoppably beautiful women start their day with intentionality. They might sit in silence, breathe deeply, or simply set a clear intention for how they want to show up. They don't rush. They don't react. They create a mental and emotional space where they are fully present, fully themselves, and fully in control. Imagine the power in that. 10 minutes, or even 5, dedicated purely to your energy. That's a small investment with massive returns. And here's where most people miss it. This habit isn't just about feeling calm. It literally reshapes your presence. When you're centered, your body language changes. Your gaze softens yet commands attention. Your voice carries warmth, authority, and charm. People instinctively notice. It's not about vanity. It's about how your inner energy translates outward. Beauty isn't applied, it's emitted. Now, let's go deeper. This habit creates a ripple effect throughout the day. A woman who begins with clarity handles stress gracefully. She speaks with confidence, she moves with poise. Even her small actions, smiling at strangers, maintaining posture, choosing thoughtful words, become magnets for admiration. It's almost unfair, but it's real. Protecting your morning energy is like priming a canvas before painting a masterpiece. If you want to become unstoppable, this is non-negotiable. Don't negotiate your mornings with distractions or mindless habits. Guard them. Ritualize them. Let your first moments of the day empower you rather than drain you. Because when your energy is aligned, your beauty isn't just visible, it's unforgettable. Tomorrow, we'll dive into the second habit, something even more surprising that multiplies this energy and makes you magnetic in ways most women never realize. The second habit of unstoppable women is deceptively simple, but it changes everything. They master the art of intentional presence. Most people drift through life distracted, half thinking, half feeling, disconnected from themselves and everyone around them. But the women who radiate beauty, real magnetic beauty, understand a secret presence is power. Your attention, your awareness, the way you inhabit your body and your space. It speaks louder than any outfit, any makeup, any accessory ever could. Think about it. When someone truly listens to you, when they make you feel seen, you instantly feel drawn to them. Now imagine flipping that script. Every interaction becomes a stage where your energy, your poise, your authenticity is on full display. That's what these women do. They don't just show up physically. They show up fully, consciously, intentionally, and it transforms how people respond to them. Presence isn't just about social interactions. It's about how you live your moments. Do you notice the way light catches your hair, the way your posture can exude confidence, the subtle gestures that signal warmth, composure, and strength? Unstoppable women live with this awareness, and the world unconsciously leans in. Beauty isn't something you wear, it's something you radiate when you inhabit your life fully. Here's the real trick. Cultivating presence starts with small, deliberate practices. They might pause before speaking, breathe before responding, or make eye contact that communicates confidence without arrogance. Even simple habits like mindful walking, savoring a meal, or taking a moment to observe the world around them reinforce a magnetic aura. Over time, these small acts compound. Your energy becomes anchored, your confidence becomes unshakable, and your beauty, it becomes effortless. And yet, presence also requires boundaries. Being fully present doesn't mean being available to everyone's chaos. It means protecting your emotional space, curating your attention, and choosing consciously where to invest your energy. Women who master this habit become less reactive, more composed, and far more magnetic in their relationships, their work, and their daily lives. Imagine a room. Two women enter. One drifts, distracted, scrolling on her phone. The other walks in, grounded, aware, and fully present. Who commands attention? Who leaves a lasting impression? Presence isn't learned in a day. It's trained, reinforced, and practiced. But once mastered, it becomes a superpower. In the next section, we'll uncover habit point 3. A habit that transforms not only how you feel, but how the world perceives your energy, creating an invisible glow that people can't help but notice. The third habit of unstoppable women is often overlooked, yet it's one of the most transformative. They nurture their inner dialogue like it's sacred. Most women let their minds run wild, filled with self-criticism, doubt, and comparison. Every reflection in the mirror becomes a verdict, every thought a measure of worth. But the women who radiate unstoppable beauty understand this simple truth: how you speak to yourself determines how the world perceives you. Think about it. If your mind is harsh, critical, or distracted, it seeps into your posture, your expressions, and your energy. Even if you wear the most beautiful dress or perfectly styled hair, your internal tension will betray you. True beauty doesn't come from external approval, it comes from self-respect, self-kindness, and clarity of thought. When your inner dialogue is empowering, your outer presence becomes magnetic. People can feel it, even if they can't explain why. This isn't about being arrogant or overconfident. It's about creating a mental environment that fosters growth, positivity, and courage. Women who practice this habit begin by noticing their thoughts without judgment. They catch self-doubt before it spirals. They replace "I can't" with "I can," and "I'm not enough" with "I am enough to start now." And here's the magic: every small adjustment in thinking compounds into confidence, poise, and grace. Imagine starting your day telling yourself, "I am radiant, I am capable, I am magnetic." You would carry that energy into every interaction, every choice, every step. The body follows the mind, your posture straightens, your voice strengthens, your presence commands attention, not through noise or effort, but through alignment and authenticity. That's what makes women truly beautiful: energy that resonates from the inside out. This habit also influences relationships. Women who nurture their thoughts approach others with empathy, patience, and emotional intelligence. They radiate calm strength instead of neediness. Their confidence isn't loud, it's felt. And that feeling is contagious. People are drawn to it without knowing why. The real power here is consistency. It's not a one-time pep talk or a fleeting affirmation. It's a daily, deliberate practice, moments of self-awareness, mental reset, and kind self-talk that transform every action, every word, every gesture. Over time, these women become unstoppable forces of beauty, not because of appearance alone, but because their energy is untouchable, unshakable, and magnetic. In the next section, we'll explore habit point 4. A surprising ritual that shapes your energy, your attractiveness, and your influence in ways most women completely underestimate. The fourth habit of unstoppable women might surprise you, yet it's one of the most powerful. They guard their physical energy like treasure. Most people think beauty is just about appearances, makeup, fashion, or dieting. But the truth is, energy is far more visible than any outfit. People can sense vitality before they notice anything else. A woman who moves with energy, grace, and purpose is instantly magnetic, even without a single accessory. Think about it: you can have flawless makeup, a designer dress, and perfectly styled hair, but if you're tired, sluggish, or tense, all of that fades into the background. Energy doesn't lie. It radiates through your posture, your expressions, your voice, and your presence. Women who cultivate unstoppable beauty understand that how they fuel their body directly affects how the world perceives them. This habit begins with the basics: sleep, nutrition, and movement. But it's deeper than that. It's about conscious energy management. It's about noticing what drains you and cutting it out. Unstoppable women avoid energy vampires, negative conversations, toxic environments, and mindless stressors. They schedule moments to recharge, to move their bodies, to breathe, to nourish themselves. These are not indulgences. They're non-negotiable acts of self-respect. Imagine walking into a room carrying energy that feels alive, vibrant, and magnetic. People notice. They gravitate toward you. Your confidence soars naturally because your body feels supported, strong, and energized. Even the smallest gestures, a smile, a laugh, a tilt of the head, become powerful signals of vitality. This is beauty amplified. It's visible, tangible, and unforgettable. And here's the key: This habit compounds over time. Energy isn't a one-time investment, it's a daily choice. The way you treat your body, the way you move through life, the rituals you maintain, they either enhance your magnetism or diminish it. Women who master this habit consistently outperform, outshine, and outlast. Their presence alone communicates health, strength, and allure. This isn't about vanity, it's about creating a life where your body and mind align, where your energy becomes a natural extension of your confidence and charm. When your energy is optimized, you don't need to force attention, you naturally command it. In the next section, we'll dive into habit 25, a subtle, almost invisible practice that transforms your emotional impact, making every interaction unforgettable and magnetic. The fifth habit of unstoppable women is subtle, yet it changes everything. They master the art of emotional calibration. Most people let their feelings control them. They react impulsively, get caught at negativity, or let stress dominate their interactions. But women who radiate beauty and magnetism understand the secret emotional energy is visible. It's felt before words are even spoken. People respond not just to what you say, but to the way you carry yourself emotionally. Think about it. Have you ever been drawn to someone simply because they made you feel calm, safe, or inspired? That's emotional calibration in action. It's not about being perfect or suppressing feelings. It's about consciously shaping your emotional presence. Unstoppable women sense their energy, adjust it, and align it with the impact they want to have. They exude warmth, confidence, and positivity, not by accident, but by design. This habit begins with self-awareness. They notice when stress, frustration, or impatience creeps in. They don't ignore it. They process it, release it, and choose how to show up next. They understand that one small moment of unchecked emotion can ripple through their entire day. And through every person they interact with, their beauty, their presence isn't just visual, it's emotional. People are drawn to it instinctively. Here's the secret: emotional calibration amplifies everything else. When your energy is centered, your confidence is visible. Your posture, voice, and expressions carry authority and charm. You don't just look beautiful, you feel magnetic. And the fascinating part, others notice this before they even realize why. They feel comfortable, inspired, or energized around you, and suddenly, your influence becomes unstoppable. The practice is simple but disciplined. Morning reflection, brief pauses, journaling, or even conscious breathing throughout the day can keep your emotional state aligned. It's about managing your inner world so your outer world radiates harmony and magnetism. Over time, this habit rewires the way you interact with stress, challenges, and relationships. You become unshackable, attractive, and unforgettable. Imagine walking into any room knowing that your presence alone communicates calm strength, warmth, and energy that people want to be near. That's what emotional calibration does. It makes you magnetic without effort. It's invisible, yet undeniable. It's beauty amplified from the inside out. In the next section, we'll uncover habit phase 6, a daily practice that dramatically boosts your confidence, charm, and the way the world perceives your energy. The sixth habit of unstoppable women is one that's often underestimated, yet it transforms the way the world responds to them. They cultivate a ritual of self-expression. Most women think beauty is static, a look, a style, a trend. But unstoppable women understand that true beauty is dynamic. It's how you express yourself through your voice, your body, your choices, and your presence every single day. When your self-expression aligns with your inner truth, it becomes magnetic. People notice, they remember, they're drawn to it. Think about it. There's a difference between someone who simply exists in a room and someone who owns it. The difference isn't clothing or makeup, it's the energy of authenticity. Women who practice this habit express themselves deliberately. They speak with clarity, move with intention, and choose actions that align with their values and energy. Even small gestures, a confident smile, an elegant posture, a thoughtful word, become signals that communicate beauty, strength, and authenticity. Here's the key. Self-expression is not about perfection. It's about alignment. It's about ensuring that your outer actions reflect your inner state. When you dress, speak, and move in ways that feel natural to your energy, the result is effortless magnetism. People respond because your presence is coherent, compelling, and confident. It resonates in ways words cannot describe. This habit also reinforces confidence. Women who cultivate self-expression are fearless in small ways every day. They choose what they wear, how they speak, and how they respond without seeking approval. That fearless authenticity radiates power and beauty. The room responds not because they demand attention, but because they naturally exude it. And here's where it gets even more powerful. Self-expression isn't just external, it's a feedback loop. The more you express yourself authentically, the more your confidence grows, the more magnetic your energy becomes, and the more people are drawn to you. This habit compounds over time. It becomes invisible, yet undeniable. People can feel it, even if they can't put it into words. Imagine walking into a space and instantly feeling noticed, respected, and admired, not because you tried, but because your energy, your presence, and your expression are aligned. That's what this habit does. It turns everyday actions into a statement of beauty and strength. In the next section, we'll explore habit 57, the final game-changing practice that completes this transformation, making a woman not just beautiful, but unstoppable in every sense of the word. The seventh habit of unstoppable women is what separates those who are admired from those who are unforgettable. They practice daily gratitude and reflection. Most people underestimate the power of looking back before moving forward. They rush through life, chasing goals, checking tasks off a list, and expecting recognition or beauty to appear by default. But women who radiate unstoppable beauty know this secret: your inner perspective shapes your outer energy. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a signal that transforms your presence, your confidence, and your magnetism. Think about it. When a woman pauses at the end of her day to reflect on what went well, to notice her growth, and to appreciate the moments that shaped her, something extraordinary happens. Her mind becomes clear, her energy replenished, and her spirit grounded. This isn't fluff, it's science. Emotional energy compounds over time. When gratitude becomes a daily practice, it rewires the brain, reinforces self-worth, and strengthens confidence. Suddenly, her beauty isn't just physical, it's radiant, magnetic, and unstoppable. Here's the secret most people miss. Reflection creates awareness. Awareness creates choice. Choice creates power. Women who reflect daily notice their wins, learn from challenges, and calibrate their energy for the next day. They're not tossed around by stress, negativity, or external pressures. They walk into every room grounded, composed, and full of presence. Their energy isn't reactive, it's intentional. And that intentional energy communicates something far stronger than makeup or fashion ever could: authenticity and inner strength. Imagine a woman who ends her day with a simple ritual, writing down 3 things she's grateful for, 3 lessons she's learned, and 3 intentions for tomorrow. Within weeks, she begins to carry a subtle glow. Her conversations, gestures, and movements radiate calm confidence. She inspires without effort, attracts attention without trying, and leaves a lasting impression wherever she goes. This is beauty amplified, fueled by the mind, the heart, and the energy she consciously cultivates. The truth is, this habit completes the transformation. It ties together the mental clarity, energy management, presence, self-expression, and emotional calibration she's practiced all day. It's the finishing stroke on the masterpiece of her life. Women who adopt this habit are unstoppable, not because of looks, but because of the way they live, the energy they emit, and the presence they embody. In the next section, we'll explore how all 7 habits work together in a daily blueprint, turning ordinary routines into extraordinary results and making beauty, confidence, and influence unstoppable. Now that you've seen all 7 habits, it's time to connect the dots. Because here's the truth: knowing these habits isn't enough. Transformation comes when you integrate them into a daily blueprint, when each habit supports the next, and together they create unstoppable beauty, confidence, and influence. Think about it. Your mornings set the tone. Protecting your energy isn't just a habit, it's the foundation. From there, presence amplifies that energy, turning simple interactions into moments of magnetism. Nurturing your inner dialogue ensures that your mind fuels your radiance rather than draining it. Guarding your physical energy keeps your body alive, vibrant, and ready to move with purpose. Emotional calibration allows you to navigate life with grace, turning challenges into opportunities for elegance and confidence. Cultivating self-expression transforms everyday actions into statements of authenticity. And finally, gratitude and reflection close the loop, grounding your energy, replenishing your spirit, and preparing you to start again stronger tomorrow. These habits aren't separate, they're a system. One supports the other, creating a compounding effect that transforms ordinary routines into extraordinary results. Imagine waking up each day and intentionally applying these habits. Your mornings are sacred, your presence magnetic, your thoughts empowering, your energy radiant, your emotions aligned, your expression authentic, and your mind grateful. Over time, this isn't just a routine, it becomes your identity. You don't try to be beautiful. You are beautiful, unstoppable, and unforgettable. And here's the power of integration. When these habits align, people notice. You don't need to demand attention, it's drawn to you naturally. Your energy, your confidence, your presence, they communicate more than words ever could. Every interaction, every gesture, every glance carries authority, warmth, and magnetism. That's why these women are unstoppable, not just admired, but respected, remembered, and influential. This blueprint also protects against the chaos of modern life. Life will test you. Stress, comparison, and distractions will try to pull you off course. But when these 7 habits become your anchor, your energy, your beauty, and your influence remain unshakable, every challenge becomes an opportunity to radiate strength. Every interaction becomes a stage to express your authenticity. Every day becomes a chance to grow, glow, and thrive. So this is your moment. These aren't abstract tips or fleeting advice. This is a system, a ritual, a way of life. Master it, live it daily, and watch as the world begins to respond, not just to how you look, but to the unstoppable force of your presence, your energy, and your beauty. Now it all comes together. You've seen the 7 habits, the blueprint of unstoppable beauty. But the real power isn't just in knowing them, it's in living them every single day. Imagine waking up tomorrow, not rushing, not drained, not distracted, but fully aligned with your energy, your presence, your mind, your body, and your spirit. Imagine moving through your day knowing that every action, every word, every glance carries magnetism and confidence. This isn't a dream, this is a choice, this is a lifestyle. The truth is, beauty isn't something you chase. It isn't something you apply with makeup, fashion, or approval from the outside world. True beauty is emitted from your alignment, mind, body, and energy in harmony. And alignment doesn't happen by accident. It's created with discipline, intention, and daily practice. The women who are unstoppable understand this. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They show up. They act. They live. Every habit we've discussed compounds. Protecting your mornings fuels your energy. Presence amplifies it. Your inner dialogue sustains it. Guarding your body enhances it. Emotional calibration strengthens it. Self-expression broadcasts it. Gratitude and reflection anchor it. And together, these habits create a force so magnetic, so compelling, that people notice, even if they can't explain why. That is unstoppable beauty. Here's the final truth: the world responds to energy, to confidence, to alignment, to authenticity. And now you know the blueprint. You've seen the habits, you have the tools. But knowing isn't enough. Action is everything. Each day you practice these habits, you grow stronger, more radiant, more magnetic. Every day you delay is a day that potential energy goes unexpressed. So what will you do? Will you continue drifting through routines that drain you? Or will you step into the life where your energy, your confidence, and your presence make you truly unstoppable? The choice is yours. But remember this: every small habit, every conscious choice compounds into unstoppable beauty. It's visible, it's tangible, it's unforgettable. Today is the day to start. Today is the day to protect your energy, align your presence, nurture your mind, honor your body, calibrate your emotions, express yourself authentically, and reflect with gratitude. Because when you live these habits, you don't just become beautiful, you become unstoppable. And the world can't help but notice.